guys, guess what time it is? Welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. It's after 8 a.m. Y'all, I got 10 hours of sleep last night. 10 hours, did not wake up a single time, and I usually wake up like over 15 times a night. That's crazy. All right. I guarantee my coworkers are like, where the heck is Heaven? She's usually on right now, but oh well. I'll be on at 8:30, but let's get my coffee for the day. Here's number 7. Oh, how festive. 7 is from Kenya. This advent calendar is seriously the coolest. Also, my head is like splitting in half. Anytime I get too much sleep, like literally over 7 hours, I have this horrible headache. So I'm gonna be dealing with it all morning, but I'll get some food in me and take some ibuprofen. Oh. I'm gonna put some of my vitamin C in this cup and have a glass of water. After coming back from Gatlinburg with 1 million people during a pandemic, we need to boost up that immune system. Let's press our Kenyan coffee. It makes enough for 2 cups, which I've been drinking, but I don't really need 2 cups. It's right at 9 o'clock, and I remember I got an email last week about our apartments checking our fire extinguishers this week, and mine's one of the first ones that are getting checked. So they want us to put it outside so they can come and check it. It was the weirdest concept when I first moved here, but it makes sense. They want to make sure they're all working, so I appreciate it. They do that every year. 10 o'clock, so my mid-morning snack is going to be some wheat thins dipped in some yogurt, which isn't the worst thing ever. So lately I've gotten a lot of questions about internships, accounting internships, the importance of them, if they're worth it, how I got mine. So I think for today's Vlogmas, we'll talk about internships once I get off work and everything. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. They're checking my fire extinguisher. They came right on time too. Is this creepy of me watching them through the glass? Can they hear me? And down there, December in 2020 is punched in, so it's been checked. It's almost 2 o'clock. I'm just taking a little midday break. I did my whole skincare on my face. I changed clothes, got out of my pajamas, and I'm just in sweatpants. So it just really makes a big difference when you're not in the same outfit that you've been in all day or slept in. My kitchen light's going out. Wow. I don't even know how you change one of these lights. This is the type of lights that you have in your high school. Where do I buy those? All right, well, that'll be a fun adventure later. One of these days, probably today, maybe not. I don't know if I feel like getting out. I need to eat some lunch. Let's fry up an egg if we can see it, and make a little an egg waffle, an Eggo waffle with an egg. You guys, it is so dark in here. I cannot see anything. All right, you guys, I'm getting some butter heated up for my egg. Put my waffle in the toaster. Now I gotta figure out how to, what if some bug flies out of here? Oh, y'all, this is dangerous. Don't be doing this at home. I gotta get the other side. This is stressful. How do you get this out of here? Ah! I'm scared. What do I do? Ah! Casual, just trying to fry an egg. What is happening in there? Just ignore the Twilight Zone blinking of my light, but Eggo, cheese, ratchet looking egg. I literally cannot see. The camera is brighter than real life. I'm looking through the camera so I can see. And then I like to just drizzle it a little bit with honey, which might be weird, I don't know. And then I'll sprinkle some chia seeds. Oh, I soak it with chia seeds. Oh, it was way too many. All right, it's fine. They're good for you. You can't taste them. And then lastly, I put more cheese on top because you could never have too much cheese. Unless you're lactose intolerant, then you're like, yeah, girl, that's way too much cheese. Here it is in better light. But it's a good little source of protein for a quick little breakfast or lunch. On the plus side, I finally have that island little shelf that I've wanted. That little bar, you know, in the middle of the kitchen. Y'all, this is cracking me up. So I just put in a maintenance request just to ask them if it's something they replace or if it's something I need to replace. Before I go to the store and feel overwhelmed at Home Depot or whatever, trying to figure out what size light that I need, I like that my camera adjusts to the low lighting. This camera is phenomenal for low lighting, by the way. Canon G7X Mark II. But it's pitch black in here. I can't see nothing. I think they just arrived to fix my light because somebody just parked outside my apartment. Oh my gosh, you guys, so he fixed my kitchen light and it is so bright. I'll show you in a second. While he's here, I went ahead and asked him about my porch light because it's been out for, how long have I lived here? Over 2 years. So he's looking at it. The socket isn't connected to the wall. There's an electrical issue there. So he's gonna see if he can fix it real quick, but he may not be able to. What a fun day, you guys. He just fixed my porch light. What an added bonus. Y'all, look at this kitchen. Look how bright. If you've seen any of my cooking videos, you know that this thing has been flickering, it's been dim, every video it's gotten dimmer and dimmer, and there's 3 bulbs up there. So I bet I had like 1 or 2 out this whole time, and finally the 3rd one just quit, and now it's obvious. How exciting! So I got my kitchen fixed, and my porch light. It's the little things, I'm so excited. Let there be light. All right, you guys, it's 5 o'clock, I'm about to hop off of here. The past hour I've had so many phone calls and random things to do. I plan on getting off at 4, then I plan on getting off at 4:30, and now it's 5 o'clock and I'm getting off. We will finish this tomorrow. I've been sitting here forever. Send. Let me get off of here. But anyways, you guys, let's talk about internships. You guys are lucky because I'm in a good vlogging mood. However, my editing self later today is gonna hate myself because I'm sure I'm gonna talk way too much and have to edit too much. Yes, girl. All right, let's shut her down. I only worked 8 hours today. I need to be stacking up hours because I have to work a short day Friday before my trip. Basically deja vu from last week. I will probably frantically be packing and leaving at the last minute, but this time I'm flying, so I can't miss my flight. I'm snacking on some milk chocolate craisins, but you guys don't care. You want to hear about the internship. So yeah, lately the past couple of weeks, I've had a lot of people DM me on Instagram and email me on my YouTube email asking questions about the accounting internships that I had, if they were worth it, if I recommend it, how I got it, all the things. So yeah, let's talk real quick. I don't want to make this super long, like I said. I know I've mentioned this several times, so if you're a long time subscriber, I sound like a broken record, but I had 2 accounting internships in college. One was actually on accident of how I got it, but it was to work internally at my university under the comptroller who runs the entire operations accounting wise for the university. So I was his right-hand man. For almost 2 years I held that internship, and then I had to quit before my very last semester of college because my senior year I had a tax internship at a public accounting firm. It was a regional firm. It wasn't huge, it wasn't tiny. I think there were right at 60 or so CPAs. That I could be a little off on that. About 14 or so partners. Anywho, yeah, both internships, very valuable. I highly recommend both of them. Really and truly, any experience you can get while you're in college will help you out. It will help you get that next step once you graduate. And it doesn't have to necessarily be an internship. If you hold any job at all while in college, let's say you work at the grocery store, let's say you're the one selling tickets at your school's basketball games, I don't know, but any kind of job is gonna show initiative, that you're earning money, that you have things to pay, you're able to balance school and work. I think it goes another step if you work in the service industry, hospitality, retail, because of having to deal with very rude customers, having to be nice all the time and put on your fake smile. Employers see that on resumes. What I do not recommend for anybody is to not work while in college, like ever. There is no excuse of I have to keep my grades up so I don't have time to work. That's an excuse. You have time. It's just all about time management, which is another skill that you need to learn and master while you're in college because it's going to help you in life, especially through adulting when you have to manage a lot of things that life throws at you. As far as getting internships, the way that I got that public accounting internship, which I feel like is the one that people are going to care about the most because everyone wants to go into public accounting, I found the firm at the Meet the Firms event that my university put on in the fall. But there were a lot of applicants, so it was very competitive. It was literally a blessing from the Lord that I got that tax internship because I expected to go into public accounting after I graduated. That was my plan. And thank goodness for that internship for me to realize that is not what I want. That is not me. It's for a lot of people. A lot of people thrive in that environment. I absolutely did not, and I've talked about it in several videos. In fact, I did a whole video about why public accounting is not for me. You can check it out if you want. Anyways, the internship itself was extremely helpful. There was like 6 interns at my my firm, I was one of the 4 that was in the processing department. We saw all the tax returns before they got sent out to the client and to the IRS, you know, 2 copies. So we made sure all the math made sense. We made sure all the pages were there. Everything was in order. Everything looked great. All the signature lines were signed. So it was intern work, but it was really cool to see all the tax returns. Some of them were like this big. People were paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in taxes. And that part was really cool. We worked on very tight deadlines. We worked very fast. Also, our supervisor for that internship was one of the rudest human beings I've ever met in my life. Actually, rude is not the right word because she can be nice. Probably one of the worst people to have interns working for. She just had no patience. If you messed up, it was the end of the world. If you put a post-it note on the wrong page, you will get screamed at. That's how she works. That's how she operates. It's beyond me why they have interns working for her. But regardless, it was a blessing for me to work under somebody like that because I think it shaped me into more of an adaptable person. It was hard and there were some days where I was like, this is not worth it. Like, why am I doing this? And it was just very, very stressful, but I think it shaped me moving forward. Anyways, very valuable internship. I got to see the public accounting environment. I got to meet a lot of really great people. We went to a couple networking events, even though it was tax season. And also my other fellow interns, all of them went to a neighboring college. They didn't go to my college, so I made really good friends with them. They were all guys. I was the only female per usual. And they're really cool dudes, so it was fun to hang out with them. And that was that internship. It's very valuable. Highly recommend it, especially if you're considering public accounting and you do the internship and you're done. If you get offered a job, take it if you want it or decline it if you don't. You get to kind of test the waters before you go into it full time. Now, my other internship working for the university, I absolutely loved that internship. Everything about it was just phenomenal. My supervisor is one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life. Literally, he is such a great, godly man, and it was an honor to work for him. I respected him greatly. He had a lot of patience with me. Obviously, as I'm learning, I was lost. I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm also the goofiest person ever. I'm sure it was just kind of weird with my personality being very different than any other accounting intern he's ever had because I was just a goofball, but we were a really great team. I hated when I had to leave, and I even looked for openings in the accounting office at my university after I graduated because I would have loved to work there full time. It was just such a great experience. I did real accounting at that internship, especially before I left. I was trusted with so many things before I left, but I reconciled their bank accounts. I paid their utility bills on top of organizing all their Excel documents and doing some of the mundane intern work. I mean, that's why interns are there, so the full-time accountants can do the full-time work that needs to get done. We had one other intern that worked there and then 2 other student workers. We all helped teach each other on what we were working on. I ended up working at that internship full-time one summer just because I loved it so much and it paid, so it was just a great experience. I got to do real work. It was just so cool. I got that internship working for the comptroller on accident because when I was a sophomore in my finance class. I hated finance, by the way. I think I've mentioned that in other videos. Finance is not my thing. 100% accounting, 0% finance. But I did really well in my finance class, studied a ton, and my finance professor was like, Heaven, there's an internship opportunity here at the university. It's paid. I highly recommend you for it. I think you'll do really well at it. And I was like, I'm only a sophomore. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm only taking 2 accounting classes. Like, no, no, no. Especially if it's finance related, no thanks. And she was like, well, I've already called up the comptroller. He's probably gonna call you for an interview here soon. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out because I was like, I don't know anything yet. Like, I am not ready. Long story short, I got the job and it was absolutely the best thing ever. I loved it so much. For those of you that are looking for accounting internships, start early. Start as early as you can. Don't be discouraged if you're already a senior or you feel like it's too late, because it's never too late. You can still get internships after you graduate, but I recommend applying for full-time positions. Don't do the internship thing. It is good to test the waters. If you're wanting to test a company out, then yes, do the internship. But if you have a good idea that you want to work somewhere, don't get talked into applying for an internship. Do the full-time position, because your internship is going to end, like I'm talking sophomore year or junior year. If you're wanting to be an intern for a Big 4 accounting firm or a large accounting firm in your city, they literally start recruiting sophomores. When you're a junior, it's almost too late. When you go to those Meet the Firms event, they're looking for the young kids and they go ahead and schedule internships over a year in advance. I had friends that were interns for our local E&Y office. They already signed that they're going to be interns a year and a half later. So they already had their recruits chosen. They were already lined up. So just keep that in mind. I went to a very small university and we had an internship class. It was like a professional development internship class. We had to take it to get our internship credit hours for our bachelor's degree. That helped a lot as far as helping us look around for internships or networking, putting us in contact with people who were able to help us with an internship. I already had internships before that class, but I think it helped a lot of my peers. Now, if you're just wanting to be an intern in some other realm of business, not accounting, they're more popular for junior year, senior year, more of a right before you get into the workforce. That's what they're looking for their interns. But for some reason, accounting is so early on. It may be because you literally have to take like 6 accounting classes in a row, which takes up what, 3 years of your college life. You can't just last minute senior year decide you're gonna be an accounting major unless you've already taken all the prereqs and you've already taken all these accounting classes. So long story short, yes, I recommend any accounting internship that you can get, preferably in a field or workplace that you think you might want to work full time, but it doesn't have to be. As far as the resume is concerned, any job that you can get that is going to be working in accounting or in what you're studying, it doesn't have to be accounting. If you're a finance major, then get a finance internship. That will help you so much. Almost every single job that I applied for after I graduated, I got an interview. And that right now with the market, it's not doing so well, so it's going to be a lot harder to find a job right now. But I do believe they saw 2 internships on my resume and they called me in for an interview. I don't think it had anything to do with anything else. I think it's just I had 2 internships and most people hardly get 1, so I think it made me stand out. So I am a strong advocate for getting accounting internships. It also helps you learn accounting hands-on, not just textbook knowledge. You learn a lot, and you learn a lot of soft skills that you can't teach somebody. How to communicate with a manager, how to send emails grammatically correct, how to be polite, how to talk to customers or clients, how to dress professionally, how to balance schoolwork and working. When I worked during tax season, we worked like 12-hour days while I'm taking 5 college courses that same semester, so I had to stay afloat. I also had like a 45-minute commute one way, so it was a lot to balance, but I think it shaped me into the person I am today, and it helped me land the job that I currently have that I absolutely love. So yes, I highly recommend it. Go to your Meet the Firms event. Try to network with somebody that you know that works in a big accounting office, public accounting, industry, private, whatever it is that you think you might want to work in. Get connected with those people. It is not weird to send a LinkedIn message saying, hey, I noticed you work here. Does your office have any internship opportunities? Ask that. Put your foot out there. It's not awkward and weird. That's how it works. Also, small little plug for my workplace. We do have a summer internship every summer. It's 10 weeks long. It's paid. It's for audit for the state of Tennessee. If that's something you might be interested in, you can check out our website. I'll have it in the description. I work with our recruiting team, so I feel obligated to mention that in here, but that's not the purpose of the video. Our internship positions may already be filled by now. I don't know, but anyways. So that's my little tidbit about the accounting internships. I've been asked a lot, and I've been trying to email people back and explain all that, so I figured I'd mention in a video. It may help you guys out. Okay, back to our Vlogmas. It's almost 5:30. I am probably just gonna relax for a little bit. I need to sign more Christmas cards. I have so many more to sign, so I think I'm gonna do that and just lay low for today. I'm still recovering from this weekend's trip. Fast forward 2 hours and I just wrote 14 Christmas cards, all with personalized messages. That took forever and now my hand is literally cramping. I really want to drop these off at the drop box right now, mail them off, because I'm so impatient. But it's already almost 7:30 and I haven't even started editing today's Vlogmas, and I need to get on that because I need to go to bed early. We gotta take care of ourselves. We can get on track to starting work tomorrow a little earlier than today. So I'm gonna go ahead and Vlogmas day 7 here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the future Vlogmases, and let me know if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer in a Vlogmas, because on the days that not much happens, I'd love for you guys to still get something out of Vlogmas instead of just watching my boring day. So let me know any questions you guys have and I'll try and answer them in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.